Welcome back. Look what showed up. The little connectors for finishing the HVAC lights on my car, or hopefully.
In this bag is hopefully the last piece of the puzzle to put on this. eBay parts are the best. I got this bag of 10 connectors for $2 with free shipping in Canada, which is something you don't see. Here's the connector. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's just like a little more complex connector than the one we had before. So it drops down so I can put the LED in and it won't.
I definitely didn't measure twice, order once. So those aren't gonna work no matter what. I'll show you what the problem is. Before we go any farther, I would just like to let you guys know that November 26th, I will be doing my 500 subscriber live stream, so feel free to join in, come ask some questions, come hang out. I think it's gonna be me and Taylor playing some Forza Horizon 3. And of course you'll see Project Daily in that game.
Here's the stock one, here's the one I ordered. Look how much larger it is. And actually this one was hacked at because I was seeing if I could get it any way to fit. Here is original one, so it's massive. And it doesn't fit whatsoever. If you look, I actually was measuring with my calipers here. The tolerances are very close. So this is the size of this one, and you only got about another 2 or 3 millimeters before you can't fit it in. Look at how much larger that is compared. There's no way that's going in. You got like 2-3 millimeters to fit. And also, this is much wider than this top piece. So if we look from above, you can't really see, but this is so much wider than this. So this was not going in the HVAC no matter what. And also, after looking, the LEDs are the same bulb, so I will be ordering some new mounts and some new LEDs. They are much cheaper than these, so I'll probably end up using these for other projects, but it's just kind of not the best that I ordered way too many. The ones I'm ordering have a cross plane still like this, where you put a Phillips head in. Not like this where it sticks out way larger and it won't go in. I also measured the inside of the HVAC to see if it would clear any way, and there's no way, so we're definitely gonna have to order some pieces and get back to this next week.
As I said, I'll be ordering some new pieces to finally finish that. I will measure twice and only order once, and we can finally get that. I will also be ordering some dome and map lights more than likely, because I'm just getting really tired of those really blue lights. But today, since I didn't want this video to be 2 minutes of me trying to figure this out and then giving up, we're going to be replacing on the 04 STIs, and I believe the WRXs, there's a little keyring light. So when you put your key in around the ignition, there's like a acrylic piece, and right now it's green as everything else is. And I want to change that to white, and hopefully I believe our lights will work because it does have the same harness as the T4 LEDs. Also, one more thing, if you guys have been waiting for the RC car videos for the last 2 weeks and they haven't shown up, that's because I've ordered parts from the States, and unfortunately Canada's shipping is being really slow right now. I've had stuff show up 30 days late. So I'm hoping to get those parts for next week, but no guarantees. But the project still is in progress. We're just waiting for parts. The first thing I believe we do is we take this little shell apart, so it's just a little plastic piece protecting it. Now, if you just pull, I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, there's a little clip here, a little screw. I need to figure out what goes in there. All it looks to be is just a little Phillips head, so we should just be able to undo it. There we go, so the little silver greenish screw is out. And now I presume you just pop it out, like that. This little lever here that I was saying, it prevents you from fully removing the plastic shell, but this provides enough space to get into the ignition to change the light. So if you really want, you can take it out, but it's not a big enough deal that I am going to. So actually it looks like you do have to remove this plastic piece. So all you do is flip up the lever, and then it allows your steering wheel to go up and down. You just bring it to the bottom, I believe, and it just comes right off. Look at all that dust. I'm definitely going to be cleaning that before it goes back in. The problem is now is this plastic piece right here. I'm not sure, it doesn't look like it comes right off. Looks like there's actually a little piece of plastic holding in here on the side you can't see. So I'm going to try to undo that and see if it allows me to come off, because I can see the connector in here that has a light. So I should be able to just pop that out and replace it with the light. Once again, it's just the star screw just to undo it, and it comes right out. Hopefully I can pop this plastic piece off now. So it looks like just prying it frees it up enough that I can get my hand into where the light is. I'm not sure what's actually holding it up. I can't see, there's no screws. It just seems like a little clip here or something, but I don't want to break the plastic piece, so I'm not going to pry too hard. There's your bright yellow light is your airbag, so be careful with that. You don't want to mess around with that cable. Okay, so I just twisted it clockwise right now, and we're gonna, oh, there we go. So all I did is twisted it clockwise and pulled on it, and it actually pulls out this little ring right here, which holds our light. And there you go. Okay, that looks like a light I can replace. It looks like the same connector that was in my glove box originally. So I will grab a light and let's put this in. This might be the easiest mod ever done on Project Daily. I got my little light here. I noticed it's gonna be crazy bright because I have 1, 2, 3 LEDs on the wedge, which the wedge goes in. And if you look in my glove box, you guys probably can't see, actually it's off, but it is very bright. It's very bright compared to the stock light. What I'm thinking is I'm just gonna unclip this or unscrew it. I think you just turn it one way and it will undo the setup, I guess. Yeah, see there? So this little ring, I'm actually gonna clean it up, but this is what makes your glowing keyring. I believe this is only available on the STIs. I don't believe the WRXs had them. But I'm actually gonna hit that up with maybe some polish even, just to get a little bit shinier, but this goes around your ignition, it just lights up and adds a nice little flare, which will be awesome when it's all white. So then you just pull this light out. This is actually the exact same light as our glove box, which is hilarious. So some of the stuff in this car uses the exact same light, some of it doesn't. Are you guys ready? This is gonna instantly turn on because I have the doors open and the battery's on. Would not recommend doing this with the battery on, but I'm doing it because I don't want my car to retune itself because it's running pretty good right now. Okay, so LEDs are polarized, so if they don't turn on one way, oh, I just spun it around 50 times. If you don't put it in, there we go, the right way, it won't light up. So look at that, that's so much brighter than our stock little light, and it's the perfect white, I would have to say. Because you guys can't see, but my dome lights, which I'll be reordering, will be much, I guess, not yellower, because this is a pure white light, but less blue. No amount of polishing is ever going to remove the frosting on the plastic. So it is a frosted piece. That's to diffuse the light. So I just polished everything, made sure it's nice and smooth. Now it's super smooth. Polished all the insides. Now we're just going to reinstall it. So it should just be as easy as putting this back, and I think you twist it to the right. Let's see. This is all trial and error. It doesn't go one way, I guess twist the other. Okay, there we go. We got our light in. Look at how bright that is. That is awesome. And you can see how it diffuses all the way through. The whole ring is glowing. This is definitely brighter up top, but it still looks awesome. To put it back, I realized that there's 3 little grooves here and there's 3 little notches on the ignition. So just line it up and then put it on and make sure you can't twist it anymore. And you're good, because as long as those 3 line up and it doesn't twist, there you go. So there's our quick and easy light. This was probably the easiest light ever to change, but it looks really good. I really like that. So now we'll just reinstall everything. So starting with this, I already cleaned it. I'm just gonna put it back down. Then you take your plastic piece and put it back on, but you've cleaned it, because look at this. It looks so much cleaner now. It's annoying when everything's covered in dust, especially in Alberta. We get a lot of dry dust, so everything just gets so dusty. Now what you're going to want to do is, you can't really see it, but there's this little lever so you can move the wheel up and down like that. You want it all the way down so you can get it through the big hole and then kind of bring it up like a quarter way. And then you just kind of work your magic and eventually it pops right back into place. Like that. That's all lined up. And also, oh, that's not lined up though. So make sure this all lines up together. And this all lines up. So on this side, you guys can't see, but same process. Make sure everything clicks back in. And then you take your final screw, which is just this little Phillips, and go right through here. And then ta-da, we got it. So put your steering wheel to back where you like it. And there we go, we've installed the new light, which looks awesome, matches those lights, and soon will match these when I actually get the right pieces. The green light Elnach keyring never really stood a chance at showing any brightness. It was really dark, and it was just like using one of those old halogen bulbs with a little wrapper on it. So it was never going to provide much light. But now the white light provides so much light, it looks awesome. I'm overall really happy. That came out perfectly. I was expecting it to because I did read up on that one. I checked twice. Unfortunately, the HVAC didn't work, but not next week, but the week after we'll get that done, because next week you guys will be checking out David's winter beater. We're going to be doing an oil change and some brakes on that. There it is from the driver's position. So you can actually see the light now. It's awesome. And it adds a little glow over here, so you'll be able to see my wrap job much nicer when we finally get the lights in and eventually the deck and, you know, all that. That is it today for Project Daily. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the live stream on Sunday, but other than that, peace out and stay humble.